Hi everyone, my name is Mary and welcome once again to Halifax Library. Here with me I have Garry with my son, and he's going to help me to prepare jollof rice. And once we are in the, how do you call it, our farmers produce are ready and stuff, so we have an abundance of vegetables, so we make fresh salad on the side too. So today with our jollof rice, we are going to make it vegan, no meat. It's all vegetables. And I know everybody knows once you talk of jollof rice, it has meat and stuff in it. But you can make jollof rice as the way you want it, with vegetables or with meat. But today I am going to make it without meat. And also, in most cooking, you see people using Maggi cube, and Maggi cube is bouillon, and I don't like using it in my stuff. So I am just going to make jollof rice the way I make it, and I love it. And all my customers love it as well. So today we have fresh tomatoes from my garden as usual. I just picked them, fresh tomatoes, and they are not quite super ripe yet, so I had a little bit of tomato paste here that I'll add to it, but you can do it without tomato paste. And as usual, I have ginger, garlic, onions, and a little bit basil in it. I have it here, and I also have a curry powder that I made myself. So I'm going to add a little bit in it. When you smell it, you can tell the difference from the curry you buy in stores. Okay. And then here we have our jollof rice, our white rice. When you are making jollof rice, you choose rice that is like you like, whether basmati or jasmine, whatever. You can use, how do you call it, brown rice if you want, but normally back home is white rice that we use. Okay. And then when you come here, we have our, like I said, farmers' produce are ready, so we have a lot of vegetables in town. So I have some carrots here, I have cabbage, I have peppers, I have avocado, cucumber. I'm going to make some small salad that will go with it. So first, since I'm going to make the jollof rice from the scratch, first we start by blending our tomatoes, okay? Everything is washed and clean before I pack them, okay? And trust me, when you are coming back from school and you heard your mom has prepared jollof, is going to make jollof rice for supper, you jump up and like, oh my gosh. So jollof is everyone's favorite. Okay. I am cutting them down because I'm just going to use hand blender to blend them. So this is all set. And also when you are preparing jollof rice, like I said, the spiciness depends on what you want. So if you want it super spicy, you make it super spicy. If you don't want it spicy at all, you don't make it spicy. Okay, so you put in the spice as you want. So here I think I'm going to make it so that everybody will enjoy it. So I have this Thai chili. I have like 7 of them, and we are going to blend them together. Okay. So when I am blending my tomatoes, I don't add water to it because it's full of juice already. See, I didn't add any water to it, but see.
Okay.
So now we have our pot on, and I'm going to start with oil. And you know, some people would like to cut their onions and then let it fry it a bit before and stuff, but I like blending everything together. So I have it ready here. It has ginger, garlic, onions in there, and a little bit basil. Like I said, I love basil. So okay, so we are going to use oil. If you are making it at home, you can choose to use any oil you want. If you want olive oil, you use olive oil. If you want canola oil, you use canola oil. So any kind of oil that you want, you use it. Since I am not going to fry onion for a long time, I'm going to use olive oil. I think that is the oil that everybody is comfortable with. So, but you can use any kind of oil. And back home, most of people normally use vegetable oil. It's fine.
How much is that?
This is like 2 tablespoons. And because of its olive oil, I don't want it to burn, so I'm going to add my tomatoes to it right away. Whenever you are cooking it, you can begin with any process you want. Some people would like to put in their tomato paste and cook it for a long time and add the onions and cook it for a long time, but it all end up the same jollof rice. So I am taking you through the easiest way. And this kind of sauce is the sauce that I always make it ahead of time. And anytime I do my program, it's already cooked. So I just add it to whatever I am doing. But today I decided to come here, do it for everybody to see how I make it. Okay. So I am adding tomato paste to it. So now that we have it going, because we have to let it boil that a bit, the tomatoes and the ginger and stuff in it cook properly before we add up our rice. Like I said, we are making a vegan one. So no meat stock in it, just your vegetables and your rice, okay? And trust me, when you taste this, you will never have even rice, jollof rice with meat again. And also, I am doing this, it's like I'm using one stone to kill 2 birds at the same time. So what I'm going to do is, with the jollof, I am not going to add any meat, but then we will have a separate baked chicken, or if you are doing it at home, you can have a separate baked chicken, fish, beef, whatever you want on the side. So in case you have visitors and one is vegan and one eats meat, you don't have to like, oh my gosh, I have this person eat that, the other person eats different, so I have to cook 2 separate meals. No, the same meal, but you can serve it to 2 different. Right now that we have our sauce getting ready for the jollof rice, we are going to put in our chicken in the oven. So I have here my chicken. Like I said, some people just season the meat on set and stuff and then have it ready to cook. I don't do that because if I am eating meat, I want it to be seasoned to the bone. So I season my meat a day before, or if I will use it in the evening, I season it in the morning. You put it in a tight container and then you leave it in the fridge for it to take its time to marinate well.
What seasoning did you use?
So I use, like I said, my ginger, garlic, and onion, a little bit of chili pepper on it because I want it to have that kick. And then I use a little bit of my curry curry powder that I make. I use some too. So now we are putting it in the oven. Okay, so now that we are waiting for our sauce to cook down before we add in the rice and like begin the journey of the jollof, we'll make some salad and put it in the fridge. So by the time everything gets ready, it's all good to go. So here I have some carrots peeled and washed already. You can cut them the way you want it, but if it's smaller, the better, right? Because I am not cooking it. And when you are making jollof like this, with this, like you can cut them into pieces. And when the jollof is almost ready, you can add it to it if you want. It's okay. We have some green peppers here. Like I said, you can use any vegetables that you want. If you don't like peppers, you don't add it. Any lettuce, any. Just make use of the vegetables when they are in season. I'm adding cabbage. And all of the ingredients we are using, it's very common here. Every grocery stores you go, you will find it. So it's not hard to find. You can also grate your carrots and your cabbage if you want, but I don't like it too fine because I want, when I am having it with my jollof rice, I can have the crunchiness of it. Yeah. We have some cucumbers here, like I said. Any vegetables, just add them up and it's all good to go. So I am taking the skin off because I pick it up from a friend's garden and I feel like it's too hard. So the skin is too rubbery a bit. That is why I took it off. We are going to add a little bit of black pepper to it. And then we add salt to it. This is so simple and healthy salad. You don't need mayonnaise. You don't need salad cream. You make your own salad cream. Just I like putting on vinegar. It doesn't matter what brand, what kind, so far as it's vinegar, or you can add fresh lemon juice to it. Okay, so I add a little bit to that. Not too much. And then you add olive oil to it. And like I said, if you are serving it with jollof rice that is vegan, you can throw in some nuts. You can throw in, if you have like cooked beans or chickpeas or whatever, you can throw in some too because they also need their protein, right? Okay, now back to our sauce. See, now it has cooked down. I know there will be some people that will say, oh, this is jollof rice. If you are cooking, you have to add meat to it. If there is no meat in it, it's not jollof. Oh, if there is no Maggi cube, it's not jollof. You know what? When you are cooking food to eat yourself, it's the healthiness of it that is the most important. So you go by what you think is good for you. It's not because everybody cooks jollof and add Maggi cube to it. So you too, when you cook jollof, you have to add Maggi cube to it. I'm not saying it's bad though, but I do it without Maggi cube, and it's really good.
Is this Ghana jollof or Nigerian jollof?
Garry, people do ask me these questions a lot, and the way I define jollof is how you cook it and you like it and others like it. It doesn't matter where you are from in the part of the world that makes your jollof a jollof. It's how you cook it. So this rice is 2 cups of rice. With this, I am going to add like a cup and a half water to it before I pour in my rice. Some people will just add the rice to the stew and stir it for a long time before they add the water. But I add my water before I put in the rice. You see, there is not much oil in it. Some you will watch it on the internet and the oil on it is like so much. That doesn't mean when you are also cooking jollof rice you have to add too much oil to it. Like I said, when it comes into eating, your health is the most important. And then I am going to add the curry powder I made myself. I have 8 different types of spices in here, and then turmeric is one of them. I made them myself, so it's really strong. You don't take too much. Really, really strong.
Rice?
We are going to add our rice to it. It's boiling. I will leave it to boil a little bit, and then I will reduce the heat for it to take its time to cook. Jollof is such a way that because of it has the sauce in it already, if you don't take care, you burn everything up. Like it will, no, sometimes the smoky flavor, it's sometimes good, but I don't like it that way too much. So you make sure it doesn't get burned. So now our jollof is ready. I add more sauce to it because I like eating my jollof like that. Not like adding extra sauce to it when I am eating it, but like I want everything in the rice, so it's ready to go. You don't need a sauce on the side, but if you you are the kind that you like sauce on the side, when you make your tomato sauce, you put some aside, so you add it on when you are eating it. That's also fine. Okay, so our jollof is ready now. We have some avocado here. We are going to add it to our salad. Like I said, it's a vegetable season time, so you make use of it. Don't practice the way I use my knife, okay? It's just that I've been doing it so many times, so you can put it in a mold like that to make it look cute if you want, or you can just dish it right away into the plate. So all the salad belongs to you. You can decide to have just the salad and maybe a teaspoonful of the rice. That is fine. Okay, so you, I like a lot of vegetables when I am eating my jollof, so I just heap it up. Look at how colorful it is. So appetizing, right? I serve my jollof rice different way, more vegetable, less rice. So that is it. This is your vegan jollof rice and salad, no meat. And trust me, it's really, really good. Okay, so if you have a guest that eats meat, you have your grilled chicken on the side, you can choose to have it fried chicken. You know, sometimes you can be naughty a little bit. You deep fry your chicken, you know. It's fine, you know, once in a while. So you can have it fried chicken or grilled chicken. And I prefer grilled or barbecue chicken. So we are assuming one eats meat. So you just add it to it. That's it, Tana. You have used one stone in killing two birds, right? So meat person can enjoy it, and then vegetarian or vegan person can also enjoy it. And like I said, you can throw in your salad more, how do you call it, more nuts like pumpkin seed, sunflower seed in your salad. Yeah, and you are good to go. So thank you once again for watching us from Halifax Library. Thank you so much, and see you next time.